Hi, I'm Farah.
And I'm Lucille.
So, friend, we used to go on these nights away and weekends away all the time. What happened to us?
Life happened. We got so busy, so yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's nice now that we get to spend the nights away from home, so yeah.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I'm really loving this place. I think I could permanently move into the Houghton Hotel.
Don't worry, friend, you're going to make that money and you're going to buy yourself an apartment right here at the Houghton Hotel. Yes. Your friend, okay, so, oh God, can they just take away the Valentine's decorations all over so that we can all breathe? Although I gotta breathe, let me say, right?
Why are you saying that? You're the one in a relationship.
Yes, but I still feel like, I feel sorry for the people like you, you know?
I don't feel sorry for me. Do not feel sorry for me. I am fine, trust me.
Oh my God.
I am enjoying my singledom. So hard. Actually, I'm enjoying my singledom too much.
No, but Valentine's Day was nice, I must say.
What did you do?
I got to go away in Magaliesburg.
Oh, excuse us. Oh, this is what people do who have boyfriends.
Yes. People in relationships go away on vacations.
On vacations. I don't know.
And then there's other people. Like, I'm just wondering, you know, because a lot of people like are trying to find this Valentine, find this guy. We had a discussion over this because we went away on a couple's vacation with a friend of mine for Valentine's, and we were having this thing like, okay, so we found guys, but you know, guys, where are people finding men nowadays? Where are they finding these guys?
People are finding men everywhere, friend. They're finding men in the club, they're finding men in church. Like, literally, people are finding men everywhere. And you know what? We also live in South Africa, so we also have to be so cautious about where we meet men.
True.
You know? For me, the best way for me to meet men and the way I found that it works is actually getting hooked up through friends, because that way at least they come with a little bit of credibility and like a little bit of a track record.
I mean, I must say, I went through a lot of things before I got to my current boyfriend right now.
Don't say current like he's gonna be here now and gone tomorrow.
Forever boyfriend.
I'm just saying, I'm here for you, boy. I'm here for you.
I got my current partner and my partner forever through a hookup. But let me tell you, I went through a lot of things to get to the hookup, you know. So
what do you mean? Like with him or finding somebody?
No, not with him. But like trying to get to the point, because I was without a boyfriend or a partner for about 2 years before I found him. This is post my marriage for about 2 years. Okay, let's not say that I was doing nothing in those 2 years. Trust me, I was kissing frogs.
I'm saying nothing.
I was kissing frogs. So, like, I tried it all, man. I went onto social media. My DMs were lit, hey? But let me tell you.
What were you doing that my DMs are not lit? Like, what am I doing wrong?
But the problem, my DMs was lit with other people's husbands.
Oh, okay. See, now that's my problem. My DMs are full, but with other people's men. I'm not trying to have other people's men.
Yeah, that was my biggest problem. Okay. Like, I honestly, and just generally, not even only on DM, but in the streets. It was. I think I even had the conversation with you at some point.
Yes, I remember.
All I'm attracting is other people's husbands. It's like, okay, so since you were married, you know, like, so I don't know. I was asking myself a lot of things. So are you the scraps left? So now you must be a side chick. You must be somebody else's. I don't know. You know. Then I wasn't. But Tinder was fun. Because I've
never been on Tinder.
Yeah, never. But for me, Tinder was fun. I got to have so many free meals. Like this one.
So you basically went on Tinder to go have lunches with men. I'm gonna try that.
I was
for dinner.
There was a time when I was doing lunch and dinner.
But did you not meet like one potential person out of Tinder? Or is Tinder genuinely for just hooking up? Like, because for me, like, I have the impression that Tinder is for like when you want to have sex. That's where you go look.
No, but I've seen people that got married and there's relationships.
I mean, no, I know other people who like have met their husbands. Taki's met her husband from Tinder.
Oh, is that true?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I've seen other people as well that have found relationships and love. And so I kind of thought, maybe it could happen for me too. So I went, but literally all I got out of Tinder was free meals. and
You're saying that like you're telling people we don't have food at home. Don't say that.
No, okay, but what am I supposed to say? Because that's literally what I got.
Really? Oh,
but
wow.
yeah,
Then Tinder's pointless for me then.
Okay, so, but those are some of the places that people nowadays, I think most of my friends I've encouraged to, guys, let's go have fun on Tinder, let's go have fun on Tinder. And you know, you go there anonymously, right? So I literally, my profile picture was literally my ass. Just a picture of my ass. And then I when I went on and I was having so much fun, and then I feel like this friend of mine killed my vibe, right? So he sends me a message with a screenshot of my profile picture from Tinder, and he says, "Do you think nobody is gonna recognize this ass?"
Wow.
And that was me.
Wow.
I was done. I was like, okay, I'm off it, clearly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got off it, and then I kind of went through the phase also of, okay, I'm done with this.
Like literally, my go-to for meeting men has been like you guys, the people that you guys introduced me to, and also I also feel like because of the profile that I have and the business that I have, sometimes it's really hard because people that you just meet and they know who you are. It's so hard because now they expect certain things from you, or they just expect you to be a certain. I want to meet people who don't know or don't care who I am or what I do. I want people like that. So
but how do you know? How do you know what the person's intentions are?
But you always can see it, especially with me. Like I can always see when someone knows who I am because they like, you know,
like
they on top of you like this, they clingy, and they it's like that starstruck mentality, and I hate that stuff. I want to meet a guy who doesn't, even if they know who I am, they don't care who I am. It makes no difference to them. We're still gonna go to McDonald's after a boozy night out because they don't have to take me to a 5-star restaurant kind of thing. Do you know, I want someone who I can have fun with, but will also take me out, and we can go on dates, and we can have fun, and we can go hiking, and we can go on vacations. But I don't want to be treated like this fragile princess. That's not gonna work for me. I do want to, but I prefer and I feel safer meeting people through you guys. Like, through my closest friends or where I've been meeting people.
I'm not good at hookups, so please don't even look at me for that.
No, I don't ever look at you for hookups because you
am terrible when it comes to
I know
hookups,
you.
and unashamedly, I'm not.
Joe's good. Like Joe, I've met so many people through Joe. Like she's good for. You know, Joe knows a lot of people. She's good. She hooks me up nicely.
No, okay.
Even Taz got some nice friends.
Yeah, no, I'm not. You know what? Let me not even say that because my success story came from a hookup. It really did.
I was about to say the same thing. You got introduced to someone.
Maybe I'm just not good at it, but my success story came from a hookup. So I guess that is where.
So what do you think about meeting guys in clubs? Like, I have no qualms about meeting a man in a club. I don't care if you're in a club partying and I'm in a club partying. How am I judging you for being any type of guy when I'm doing exactly the same thing that you're doing?
I've always had a thing that I don't want guys that are out.
Really?
That are in
I
the
don't
club.
mind meeting a guy in a club. It can't be his permanent residence though.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was like, a guy who's just in the club, and you know, in that weekend it's the same thing like me. I don't go to, and we have a similar story that I just came, you know, now and then. But one that is a resident in the club, and you must be the one popping bottles and entertaining the whole world. No, thank you.
Those ones that are always in the club and are residents in the club, they are community penis. You don't need those men.
Community penis. Oh my God.
Don't need those men. But I'm never, like for me, I'm never gonna meet a man in a mosque. Like we don't even pray in the same sections in a mosque. So even going to church, for me, that option is completely out. Then with dating, so after you were divorced, who's the first? Okay, you don't have. Let's not mention names, but who's the first person you dated afterwards?
First person I dated, I never actually dated anyone up until my current boyfriend because
That's actually true.
Yeah, I didn't. I haven't like been in a relationship
No, you haven't.
since. Everyone, it was just like let's have fun together, and you
were living your best life, hey? Wow.
Yeah, I was living my best life. Not to say I'm not living my best life now.
I didn't say anything. I'm just saying you were living your best life in that situation. Let me not get anybody in trouble here.
Yeah, I mean, that time I was like, no, I want to be free. I was, I want to just be exploring. I was out there living the single best life, or whatever we want to call it. Yeah, but guys know, I met like some crazy people along the way. You know, but I guess that's all part of the process of finding the right person that's gonna work for you and that kind of thing. You gotta kiss a few frogs, as they say. You gotta kiss a few frogs before you meet your prince. And I kissed some frogs. So the first guy I ever like had something with, you know, I decided, you know, that phase when you now want to go from the total opposite of what it is that you're supposed to. So I went and I started like having a thing with this very much older guy. You guys, I didn't know that. It's not the case with all older guys, as I'm told. But this one now, it was literally like I was starting to date my father.
What?
Like, you know why? He dumped me.
Okay.
Because I think I went to Woolies and I you know how I am. So I did like the selfie video thing, and I was wearing a bra from Bonang for distractions, what thing, like a cream bra thing, and then he was like, yeah, but why would you post a video like this? And then we stopped talking and we never ever spoke again.
Wow.
And that was it.
That's how it ended?
That's how it ended.
So you like ghosted each other?
Yeah, it's just happened. He was just like, why would you post a video? And that bra is fully covered, like it's proper fully covered. And I was like, oh, buying some Bonang for distraction. And then it was like, why would you post a video of you when you bra shopping?
Wow, you really kissed a few frogs for real.
And then after that, like, yeah, we never ever spoke again.
Wow!
Nada.
I didn't know that story.
Not even like a hi or anything in a couple of months down the line. It was nothing up until this day.
Really?
And it's a good thing.
Let me see. The first person I dated. Well, I wouldn't really say dating. We were like having this thing, but like a month or two down the line, I found out, friend, that I was the side chick in this situation. I had no idea. I didn't know he had a girlfriend because he was always with me. Like, it was weekends, whenever.
That's the biggest trick,
He was with me. I was just like, and I really liked him. You know what the funniest thing is? He's now married. He's got 2 kids. And I am such good friends with his wife. Like, when I found out that I was the side chick, I didn't stop being the side chick.
Were you the side chick to the current wife?
No. He wasn't married at the time.
Oh, okay.
He just had a girlfriend. And then I found out when I found out I was a side chick, it's not like I said, I'm leaving or whatever. I mean, I stayed because we weren't dating and I was having fun. And then he then split up with the girlfriend, but then it became a little bit too much for me because I wasn't ready to be a girlfriend to him.
Yeah.
Because I'd also just got out of a marriage. I was looking for fun, but I also wasn't expecting to be the side chick, but I was the side chick. And then we did this thing, and then I decided, no, this is a little bit too serious for me. And also, we weren't great as a couple, but we stayed friends, and he's now one of the closest people in my life. Like, he literally is one of my best friends. I get on so well with him. We've been friends for over 10 years now. I'm very
some good time of coming.
I'm really close with his wife. I'm close with his kids. We have an amazing relationship, but to bring it back to who I did, like, he was the first, and I never, it also was very rocky because I was like, I just came out of a marriage because a man had a side chick. I wasn't trying to be another man's side chick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but because dating is hard, like, you also, I have to date with a child.
Yeah,
so
that's hard.
It's really tough. Because I don't like bringing men into my child's life.
Yeah.
I don't want to introduce her to anybody. I have a lot of friends, so she never really knows who I'm dating and who I'm not, which I really like it that way.
You know, when you're dating, right? And how do you decide, or, that, okay, what are the key characteristics or the things that you look for in a person or in the potential, partner when you're dating them? That would now tell you that, okay, I want to be in a committed relationship with this person, or this is the person I can commit to. This is the person I can have a long-term relationship with. At what point do you decide that, or know that?
I think for me, my one consistent point in all my dating in actually having a relationship has been, okay, how are they going to cope with me having a child? That has always been my first question. Because I generally don't tend to date men with children. And I know a lot of people...
You don't date men with children, or you want a man with children?
No, I don't generally tend to date men with children. Listen, I've never... my ex-husband and I, we've had our arguments or whatever, but I've never been a crazy baby mama. I've never...
You wouldn't?
Really, as crazy as I am, like, that's the one thing I always feel like I never wanted her dad to say to my child, like, your mom's crazy, or your mom did this, or your mom. And I also never wanted to come across like that to make him feel like he was that important in my life. So I've never been a crazy baby mama. I dated a man when Layla was still much younger who had children. And he had the craziest baby mama in the world. Oh my word. And from that day, I never dated men with kids. It's been really tough. I mean, once or twice, yes, but I'm not used to it. And I know it's so contradictory to the fact that I have a child. But until I meet someone who has a child who doesn't have that crazy baggage with them, it's really hard for me. So the one consistent thing I've always been very aware of is I need to date a man who is understanding and accepting of the fact that I have a child. And that's been my one consistent thing. The things have differed over the years, though. Why would I date has differed over the years, because the more successful I've become in my own business, my goals for men have changed. Because now it's like, I want to make sure that I meet a man who is financially stable. Before it was, oh, I want to grow with you. Okay, cool, we're grown now. Now, where's your shit? Where's your stuff? So my goals for the kind of man that I want in my life have definitely changed. So as I change, my goals of the men I want in my life change.
I think for me it's more of, I'm comfortable in who I am, and I need somebody who's comfortable in who they are and comfortable with me, and somebody who, our family values are important for me.
Oh yeah.
I need, for me it's very important with the guy to see how he deals with his family, how his family deal with each other, and then how he can interact with me, and how does he speak my love language, how does he treat me, that kind of thing. So those are the things that I look at and I think, okay, great, he comes from a good family. Is
that what made you date your current man?
Yeah, these are obviously things. Hello, link the dots. Like my first boyfriend after marriage. But anyway, he has kids. He understands my kids sometimes even more than I do. And he gives me good advice. We're able to talk about anything. And for us, that came literally from day one. We were able to talk to each other. We had long conversations. I got to meet his family early on in our relationship. Well, early on, I'd say about 4 or 5 months later, but that's early enough. And I got to see the family values, because that's important. Because let me tell you, if your person comes from a messed up family, okay, guys, I will not say it like that, but if
they haven't dealt with their own stuff and they bring that into the relationship,
it's coming into your relationship. Yeah. And I just and the way he treated me, and a lot of, as you're saying, how you got your requirements. Requirements are a good word, but anyway, you change over years. I also went through that when I was like, I want a guy with and that's how I ended up with other people's husbands. But you you want a guy who's successful, you want a guy, who has money. And then I kind of like felt to myself, like, after a while, firstly, I strongly believe that most of the good men out there are of our age. A lot of them are taken already, and I just kind of felt like, I know who I am. I know my capabilities. I run a business. I can work. I can make my own money. Why do I need to be finding a man who has money?
So I can spend his money.
No. No. For me, yes, okay, fine. But for me, that didn't. It no longer became like a top requirement. I needed a guy who can sustain, who can, but he needs to be able to love me and treat me well. That actually went from being number 3, 4, somewhere down the line, and that became number 1.
Okay.
And that was, how does he treat me? If he treats me great, then okay, there's something. And obviously, well, here we are.
But I mean, the thing is, you want somebody who's going to fulfill your values as well. And I mean, that's a big thing for me. I need to make sure that the person who I'm with can have fun with me. I really don't want to be treated like I'm this, and I mean it, I don't want to be that fragile princess, because I think when a lot of men see me, they're not really sure, because people look at me and they're like, oh, you're very intimidating and everything. If I'm intimidating a man, then he's not for me. If the first thing a man is going to think of me is that I'm intimidating, then he's definitely not for me.
And I even went through the phase where I thought it's okay that I could just go meet a guy, we sleep together or whatever, or we're sleeping together, and it's okay, guy, just buy me nice things. So I went through, but listen, I snapped out of it very fast because it's not me. It's just
and
things that I went through that whole experiment.
Things,
yes, and we do. We need to, every woman, guys, I think somebody posted it a while ago, that women, do not neglect the whole phase. Mm-hmm. Do not neglect the whole phase.
Amen.
Go be a hoe when you need to. It will be a phase if it's not really you, because there's others that are naturally born hoes, and that's who you are, and that's who you're supposed to be. And that's okay. We aren't here to judge you. But a lot of us, and because I honestly do believe that most, let me not say every woman, because people will be like, not every woman, but most women have that whole phase in them, and you just don't want to unleash it at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So when it's your time to be that person unashamedly, and let it pass.
I think it's okay to, as long as you can look at yourself in the mirror every day and you're comfortable with yourself, who you sleep with is really your business. Yeah. For me, I feel like, 1, I'm single. 2, I have needs. I'm a grown woman. For me, and I know we've had this discussion before, where I see sex very differently to you.
Yeah, she says she's not dating you for sex sucks.
Yeah. For me, and we had this conversation the other day, and I was saying, for me, sex is a huge part of the relationship. So I try and have sex as early as possible in the relationship, because
I remember that time when you had bad sex with this guy, and it's like you wanted to cry. She literally had tears. She was like,
I gave my vagina to a man who gave me the worst sex of my life, and I never thought I was ever going to say those words. And I literally sat in a room and I almost cried. I was like, I cannot believe that I just had that kind of sex in my life. I feel like he owes me good sex back with somebody else, but I just feel like he needs to arrange it, kind of thing. Because
she can watch.
I just don't understand how he could be so bad in bed. Anyway, that's a story for another day. But my point is, I feel like if I'm not sexually compatible with you, because for me, sex is a big part of a relationship, and I really feel like if I need to get that out of the way so that I can know if I'm going to be compatible with you sexually, because it's great to talk, it's great to have fun, but intimacy is a big part of a relationship for me. I am the kind of person who wants to have intimacy when I'm sitting on the couch with you and watching TV. I may not be the biggest PDA person when we're out there and in public, but at home I'm very comfortable with being intimate. So for me, sex is a big part of the relationship.
Going back for what we were talking about, marriages that fall apart, that most parts of a marriage that fall apart, it's the bigger part is the intimacy.
Yeah.
And most women, when they leave marriages or leave relationships, you hear the stories of, we never had sex for 3 years. We were not sleeping together. He wasn't sleeping in the same room as me. He was, So as a woman, that breaks you.
Of course.
All right.
Why are you not attracted to me?
How do you then gain the confidence to then go into a new relationship or start having sexual interactions with people, in this pursuit of finding love, after your self-esteem has been shattered or broken? And a lot of them, you'll find that, he hasn't been sleeping with you for 3 years, but hey, side chick. So, you start to think there's something wrong with you and all of that. So how do you then, or do you just get back on with it? Or I don't know.
It's different for different people. I guess for me, because the one thing I do completely separate is sex and love. I can have sex with someone and never speak to them again, because for me, sex is sex. I can have a one night stand and I can get up and get dressed and go home. Those two things aren't the same. Love and sex are not the same for me. However, for a lot of women, and I do understand, because a lot of women, the two go hand in hand. So it is really tough to have a one night stand with a guy and not think, okay, something's gonna come from this. Do you know what I mean?
Or just think, start to regain that self-confidence that, it wasn't me. There was the reason we were not having sex, that now I'm confident enough to go and take off my clothes
never you.
For another for another guy,
But that's why, don't you feel like that's when we start going to the gym and the revenge bodies come out and you look hotter and you feel hotter and you want to do those things? Because I feel like as women we do those things, and the minute we get our confidence back, that's when we're out there and we're like, hello, I'm here, I'm available, hello. And that's literally, we don't necessarily do that, but that's when a lot of the whole phase does kick in though. And I feel like, as a woman, if that's what you need to get your confidence back, just be safe out there. Use protection. Meet people in a way where you feel safe. But don't ever put yourself on the back burner just so that, because you're not sure if you're comfortable. Men don't care if your panties and your bra match. They don't care if your nail polish on your hands and on your toes are the same colors. They just want to get laid. So if that's what you need to do to feel that confidence, girl, go out there and get your man.
Go get yours. I think that's the message. go get
yours. Go get yours.
Yeah, no, I hear a lot of that whole thing of, when you've broken up with someone like this person hasn't had sex for 2 years, 3 years or whatever. I was just like, and as women, we're strong.
I can't relate. I'm sorry.
That's definitely my friend. You can't relate. I get it. Yeah. But anyway, friend, let's go and hustle. Let's go and make that money. And but friend, it's your Valentine. I know that you obviously didn't have a Valentine, but I believe we're having a wedding this year.
Yes, I've decided that this year I'm getting married. I have no idea to who, but I feel like the universe is going to send my husband.
Okay, universe has heard it.
Yes, and they're going to send my husband.
Can my friend have a husband by the end of this year? I'm going to get my bridesmaid.
I told them all at the beginning of the year, get your bridesmaids' bodies ready. I don't know who the groom is, but we're going to figure that one out. But I just feel like I'm at that point in my life where I feel like I can allow someone back into my life again, where I would want to be dating. I'm not necessarily looking, I'll be honest with you.
How are you going to get married?
It's going to happen. When the universe wants something to happen, it's going to happen. And maybe it's just right now, friend. Maybe right now it's just because I have so many things going on and I'm really trying to get so many things off the ground. It's the beginning of the year. I do a lot of business with you, so what's going on. But at this point, I just feel like whoever I'm meant to meet, I will meet. You didn't plan on meeting your man. He was introduced to you at a time when you weren't even looking for a man in your life.
He killed my whole face.
He killed your whole face. It's okay. You killed a whole face. It's okay. My friend is still my friend. It's all right. If I do the whole thing alone, it's all right.
Yes.
No, but generally, I just feel like whoever I'm going to meet, and maybe, what if I don't meet anyone? It's okay. I'm very grateful. I'm at a place in my life where I am the happiest I've ever been. And I'm happy not because of someone else. I'm not happy because of what I have. I just feel like I'm just grateful to be me.
That's good. Anyway, friend, let's go hustle. Let's go do this.
Let's go make some money.
Let's go make
some money. We didn't even finish breakfast, but I have meetings to go to.
I actually enjoyed the conversations and we have meetings to get to. So let's go make the money and we will see you next time.
Bye.